Hey everybody, so I wanted to talk about some stuff about like how I'm uploading again and I'm gonna be doing more consistent uploads. But before I get to that, I want to say we had some severe weather not very long ago, a couple hours ago, where I live. And this was kind of scary because I knew that there was gonna be like a very high chance that there was gonna be severe weather, or I'm recording this, what time is it? I'm recording this at midnight, and even though it says down here 10 p.m., but yeah, so yesterday technically we had really severe storms, and or not, well, kind of where I live, but there was basically a tornado that hit Monette and Aurora, and they actually filed an emergency tornado situation, which is not very common, and like the trajectory of the storm was heading right toward where I live, and like I was kind of freaking out a little bit because we did eventually get a tornado warning, but it expired and luckily nothing uh, hit us. But it was kind of scary because that was probably the closest a storm like that has been for us in a long time. I remember the last storm that really kind of was scary was, I believe it was back in 2019, like April of 2019, and we had a tornado hit a neighborhood not very far away from us. So it's almost like that the storms just kind of go around us, mainly tornadoes. And like the good thing is that tornadoes where I live, like they're very hard to form because our area is very hilly, so it would be very hard for a big tornado to form. But it just it was really kind of scary because this thing was heading right towards us, and we were gonna go to our tornado shelter even though it's a tornado warning, but the storm luckily fizzled out, and I'm so glad it did because I was kind of scared. And usually severe weather doesn't scare me that much. I mean tornadoes do. And I live like right in Tornado Alley, and this tornado season, I feel like it's been more active than previous years. Now, not like insane like 2011, but it feels like it's been really active. Like we've had to get in our tornado shelters multiple times, and we do have a tornado shelter. I don't know if it's EF5 proof, but it's good enough. Like we go down there in case because we have a basement too, and we go down there in case if there's a tornado. And they did file a tornado warning for us, but the storm was still kind of to the south, but it looked like it was going to hit us. So what I wanted to talk about here is viewers share snapshots of Wednesday storms. So this is basically, we did get some hail, big hail actually. Well, not massive, but we probably got hail to the size of golf balls. But look at some of these pictures of hail. They got bigger ones than we did, other cities. But look at this. This is like this is like tennis ball size hail. That's more like no, that still looks like baseball size. Yeah, there's some big ones here, and I heard that it did do some damage to some vehicles because actually I was planning to yesterday I headed up to the other house because I just wanted to see my sister. I haven't seen her in a while, and I actually had a haircut appointment technically yesterday on Wednesday, and I have had to I've had to reschedule my haircut appointment twice because of severe weather in the last week or so. Because whenever it comes to severe weather, mainly hail, I'm not taking any chances driving. And even with small hail, I would be having a freaking panic attack on the wheel. And I think you guys have seen multiple times in videos that I have a 2021, yeah, 2020, actually it might be a 2020. No, it's 2021. A 2021 Hyundai Elantra, and I love that car to death. And I would not want to get hail damage. And I knew that and it's weird because I was there. I was at the other house yesterday, and I had this weird feeling that I needed to get out of spring or kind of that area, because like I just had this feeling like something's gonna happen, and it kind of did. Like nothing went over to the other house, thankfully. But here we got some pretty big hailstones. I think I might have a video of it, but because this camera or this webcam is not very good, it'll look blurry. Actually, I might be able to get that up here. Um, it's yeah, I did do like originally like a minute long recording, but it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so that's hail. That is like golf. We got golf ball size hail, probably. And yeah, it's a little scary because like, I mean, it's just like we've had a lot of severe storms recently. Like we've had more rainy days and stormy days than sunny days, and like it's like even as a fan of severe weather, like the weather and the concept of it and all that, I love weather in general. Like any type of weather, I'm interested in. But I'm starting to get tired of it. It just actually, luckily, the next like 5 days will be very sunny, so we'll get a break from the action. But they're saying more next week, and yeah, it sucks. But in kind of it's getting to the point where it sucks. But yeah, so what other hail picks are there? Yeah, there's some big one, and here's, is this where Monette is? No, well, that's Crane, but it was in the path of it. Yeah, there's some, and that's the green clouds, which you know there's a tornado. Want to see more? Yeah, look how big these hail stones are. Like, that's massive. Like, and yeah, this is kind of close to my area as these weird clouds. Yeah, so it was very interesting. I was scared to death, but yeah, I did not like today or yesterday. I actually was really scared, and like because I love this house, man. And I know that like there are some like people have lost their houses in like tornadoes. I didn't want that to happen to us because I mean, to be fair, like people say, or I think that you can replace a house, people you can't. Like, my family is always my priority with severe storms. Like, I always want to make sure they're okay if they're, like, going somewhere. So, actually, like, it really didn't, like, I thought it was going to start in the morning, and, before, on Tuesday night, schools were sending out notices that they might cancel school. That didn't happen. But, informed later in the day, and, that's kind of what happened. So, yeah, so, and, actually, I also went back from the other house, and that actually, hopefully, it might be a blessing because my sister got sick. Now, it's not COVID, but I do not want to get sick right now because my parents are leaving for a trip in like 2 or 3 days, and actually, the good thing is that my grandma is gonna be here to help take care of the dogs for a little bit. My sister is, and my brother, so it's not gonna be by myself. But, yeah, they're going to be gone for 2 weeks, and I really don't want to get sick and I don't want, and, it's not as much that don't want to get sick. I mean, I'm a person that hasn't had COVID yet, but, I really don't want to get sick. I hate getting sick. I don't think anyone likes getting sick. But, whenever I'm sick, or whenever I get sick, I get very sick. The cold, it's all out. It's all or nothing. I really don't have mild colds. I have really I have massive colds, and my head hurts, and I don't know how sick she is, because I don't know, the maximum symptoms for her. But she tested for COVID. It's not COVID, which is good. She's just been sick a lot lately. I don't know what's going on with her. But, sorry if you're watching, sister. But I don't know if I want to say your actual name, because I'm not sure if you're fine with it. But yeah, so, I don't want to get sick. So, if the next few days I might get sick, I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know, because that's important. So, maybe that feeling that I had was the fact that she was sick, or because she told me it was allergies yesterday. And I love my sister, but she's the type of person, when she's sick, she is in huge denial about it. Like, every time she gets sick, even with COVID, she denies it for a long time. And then when she tests positive, because she's gotten COVID twice, and I haven't had it yet, so yeah. And yeah, I just needed to get out of there. I don't know. I just had that weird feeling. But yeah, so sorry to ramble on that topic of the weather and stuff. I'm just interested in it. So yeah, so actually one more thing I wanted to talk about is like for the weather is I actually have like CRT set up here, and like I did think I didn't think there was a way to watch the weather on these CRTs because it doesn't have a like they don't support analog televisions anymore for like cable and over the air. But yeah, so I got one of these. Actually, this actually got a while ago from my grandpa, and he actually had one of these just laying around in the house. And I'm so glad he had one that he wanted to give me because this was $70, which I didn't think it would be that much. But yeah, so this basically gave me like 12 channels, or maybe more than that. And it's connected to my Sony Trinitron. And yeah, it plays the news and plays the weather, which that's basically all I need. I really don't watch, yeah, I don't watch almost any other TV except weather or breaking news weather coverage. But like, because like I do use my phone for like the radar and stuff, but there's something like it feels more authentic watching people like the newscasters talking about it. So that's what I still like doing. So, yeah, so I got this to work. And this thing, like, I actually have a huge antenna right next to this Mac. And it's just, we just had a spare antenna in the garage. So I just have it hooked in. I got a composite to the CRT or Sony Trinitron connected. And yeah, I just have this huge outdoor antenna that's indoors and it's just laying there. So yeah, so it actually worked pretty well. So that's what I've been watching mostly from the news coverage is my Sony Trinitron. Now the only thing that's a little annoying is since it's a 4:3 aspect ratio for that TV or all the TVs except this one up here, it doesn't fill up the whole screen or it doesn't show up the whole broadcast. Actually, it might not be that big of a problem because usually when I'm watching, or actually recently, when I've been watching the severe weather, like it doesn't need to have like entire shot because they're doing like the Doppler radar and stuff. But I know there is a way to like do 16:9, but like once you switch it to 16:9, you have to switch it back for retro games. So because retro games were meant to be in a 4:3 aspect ratio. So like I just feel like I just hate switching it back and forth, and I've had to do that before. And also like with 16:9, it doesn't fill up the whole screen. And I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, so that's kind of why why I don't like watching like other channels on the CRT because it wasn't really made for a 4:3 aspect ratio. So yeah, so I got hooked up and I like watching severe weather coverage on that. So yeah, so this was $70, and I got it for free. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the severe weather. I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. But how long have I been recording already? Man, 14 minutes. This might be the longest one yet. Okay, so also I want to talk about the support you guys have been doing because this Long John Silver's video got 2,000 views, which I did not think that was gonna happen. Like I did not think that would be the case because I know that some people have been to Long John Silver's. Some of the people in the comments say they have and they like it, which I'm glad that people do, but in that video I hated it. And I still hate it. Like it was so greasy, like disgustingly greasy. And the food was not good. Actually, I think the shrimp, basically a ranking of the 4 items I had. So the best thing is probably the shrimp. the second best was probably the Hush Puppies, and the third was Fries, and the fourth was the Fish. Which, if the last thing on my kind of ranking or mini ranking is Fish, then they really messed up bad, because like fish is like the main thing. And like I just it was so, like the whole meal was kind of gross, but there were some aspects of it that were okay. But even like the like I've had better shrimp in different places. So I actually, other than that, I've never even had a Hush Puppy before. Actually, the Hush Puppies weren't that bad, but it's just like it just overall the quality was not good. Even with the better like the better items. But yeah, so that got 2,000 views, and thank you guys so much for the support. And I like sometimes when I do go to like places where like in like the early vlogs, like I had that type of music, like the early vlogs way back in 2021, and like I actually might do that again, because actually if I go to the now defunct vlog series for now, most of these videos, like most of these, actually, yeah, most of these in the later parts didn't have music for the most part. Actually, the only times that they really did was with vlog 10 and vlog 12, where I went through the Bed Bath & Beyond and Tuesday Morning closing sales. But I really didn't have that much music for these future ones, or not future ones, the later ones. But yeah, it's just like I really like. There's some part of me that wants to do the vlogs again, because like I really love doing them. But if I want to do the vlogs again, I don't know if I want to title it like this. And that's also a thing that's kind of holding me back too, is because like I it's just the titles are so long. It's just like it's like, and the thing is that when people search up like YouTube recommendations, YouTube is not gonna put the whole title on there on the search bar or the recommended. They're not gonna do that. So if I just don't think I'm gonna bring back the vlogs now. Like, actually, to be fair, like my videos like recently have been kind of vlogs, but it's not like multiple things. Usually it's on one kind of subject. Like Comic Con when I met Billy West, Long John Silver's, and it's mainly like in especially the Pensacola series that I did, which I still love those videos. Actually, the only one I really don't like is the where is it? The ghost sighting video. That's the one. I mean, I like it. I like what's in it. But that was a whole pain in the butt to make it 5 minutes. And I really wanted to make it longer. But yeah, so that's mainly what I'm going to do for the... If, like, you could technically call it vlogs. But in terms of, like, numbering them and... Because I would just try to find multiple things to do for vlogs. Just things that are... I was getting desperate to do stuff. But, yeah, so, this is probably the future of the quote-unquote vlogs, which these probably are vlogs. But it's gonna be more of these type of things, like mini golf, the New Year, and, Long John Silver's. But, yeah, so thank you guys so much for the support on Long John Silver's video. Yeah, that's, something that I didn't expect, because, like, Long John Silver's, like, I mean, there was actually more people than I thought there would be, but still not much. And actually, the dining room, I was going to film in the dining room, but I was on a bit of a sketchier part of town. And, like, I didn't feel safe. So, like, and the dining room was empty. No one was in there. Which, like I mentioned before that, like, I like filming in quieter environments, but that's too quiet. It's just, like, there's no one there. I don't know. But yeah, so Long John Silver's, I actually do like that video. I worked a lot on it. So yeah, and yeah, uploads are happening again. And then I did a Route 21 video, and that one's okay. Like I feel like maybe I should have done. Oh, I've done a decent amount of editing. But actually, I went to Route 21 recently, actually a couple days ago, and they started a closing sale. Now, I usually don't like going to closing sales early on because, like, they're not good usually, or the first few discounts are not, like, good deals. And I've actually heard of scenarios where they actually mark up the price and then discount from that. So technically it's more expensive prices. And yeah, so the reason why I actually went to the liquidation sale a couple days ago is because I haven't been to this place in years. So I kind of wanted to get a familiarity for the store itself. It's actually kind of a small store, at least in this location. So it was and it was busy. Like, I actually got there at like 11:30, and it opened at noon. All this section of like sidewalk and stuff was filled with people, which I did not expect that. Like, I mean, I knew that people did like liquidation sales and stuff, and like people usually get in there for good deals. But I would think that people would want to show up later in the liquidation process because like they would get better deals. But no, there was a ton of people here in this spot. And I went inside, and I was gonna do a quick YouTube short there, but it was so chaotic. Like, I couldn't have done it. So like I just am so surprised on how many people showed up, and it was very cramped. Like, and I think that's one reason why this might be closing, because like it was so cramped, and like it was hard to look at anything. Though the good thing is that there's some cool stuff in there. There were a lot of hip hop rap shirts and even hoodies. Because I actually do have a hoodie way back there that's just laying there. That was a Death Row hoodie with Tupac, Snoop, Suge, and Dre on there. And they have shirts like that. But the prices weren't that impressive. So, like, and every time I do a liquidation sale, like, up until Bed Bath & Beyond, I would just not go at a good time. Like, I would be too late. That's the problem, it's too late, because, like, I probably will go back next week, or maybe 2 weeks from now, because they said, the Route 21 said that the liquidation process is going to take, like, 4 to 6 weeks, so, I've been trying to time it right, and, Bed Bath & Beyond and Tuesday Morning wasn't really much of an issue, because I went there all the time. But back when Toys R Us was closing, I didn't have a driver's license, so I couldn't go there. So, without asking my mom. And usually, the only reason why we were going to Toys R Us at all for the liquidation sale is because it was right next to my brother's music lessons. And there was a location there. But yeah, so, Route 21, I mentioned it before. I want to do a video saying doing the last few days in business, kind of like Bed Bath & Beyond and the last Sears, or the last Sears in Kansas. And the reason why I didn't do one for Tuesday morning is because I waited until the last day, and Tuesday morning actually closed the day before they was announced to close near my city. And I was 1 day late, and that sucked. But yeah, so I did, hopefully I can find some good deals there. And I just been kind of looking, and they have some pretty cool shirts, but I'm worried that if I go too late, all that cool stuff is gonna be gone. And I've actually bought some stuff that I find kind of useful for things that are sold later in the liquidation sale, that things aren't related to clothes. Kind of like Bed Bath & Beyond, where I literally bought I bought a computer, but that one sucked, and I haven't used it since I bought it. So it's just I thought it was going to be some sort of Windows 7 operating system, but I have it somewhere. Actually, it's right here. Yeah, my room is not set up yet. Well, this is I don't even know. It's an HP computer. I have not set this up. Actually, I did turn it on, and it's just weird. It's not even Windows. It might be Windows 98, but it's so hard to tell because no Windows logo popped up. And it's kind of sad because this thing actually has some really cool inputs on it. has like really old things on it. So, yeah, so I have not used it since I bought it, and like, I kind of don't want to throw it into the trash because like that's what people used to do with CRTs. But yeah, so and actually there's the I don't know if I should show that, but there's the old internet address. But yeah, so yeah, there's so many cool things here, but the operating system sucks. So, I don't know. But yeah, so maybe I'll buy stuff like that when Route 21 is on its last few days. So yeah, I do want to do a video if they'll let me film there, saying or like doing the last few days in business. But it's just like I've always had a problem with filming indoors when people don't know or the workers don't know, because there are some places where they don't let you film, and I would rather not film and not get good or not get footage instead of being. That's the main thing, is that like I'm scared to film in some places still, because it's not that people are gonna judge me, it's because the workers might tell me to stop filming. And yeah, it's just that's why I don't film indoors very often. The only time I've really done that recently was the Comic Con video. I've been kind of trying to do that. So yeah, Route 21. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a video there at some point. So yeah, and then one more thing I wanted to talk about. This video feels like an eternity. So this kind of popped up in my mind recently. So I am gonna be going to Kentucky Kingdom, pretty much confirmed. So the reason why I'm going to this is because me and my family and a couple other friends of a certain family are going down to Louisville. Is it Louisville? I think it's Louisville. Louisville, Kentucky, for a. I'm not gonna say her name, but actually, well, maybe I won't say her full name, but I'll say we have someone that is getting really a lot of streams on Spotify, and she's getting a lot of like she's getting really famous. Actually, I'm not gonna say her name, but like it's yeah, it's an artist that's gotten really famous recently, and we know someone there. So like we're going to her concert, and or I'm not, but because I'm like I mean her music's fine. It's just like it's not for me. But yeah, so my mom promised me, or she said that we could go to Kentucky Kingdom, and because it's only like 15 minutes away from the concert itself. So this is actually kind of exciting because I have not been. When was the last time? Yeah, the last time I've been to a new theme park that was actually good. Oh, I don't know, because like Worlds of Fun was meh. Six Flags St. Louis I did like, but it has problems. Elitch Gardens was the worst. It's still the worst theme park I've ever been to. Like, everything I said in that video 2 years ago, I still stand by, because Elitch Gardens was awful. But yeah, so I wanted to go to Kentucky Kingdom because I believe this used to be a Six Flags park, and I don't know if it was closed for a while or it was in danger of being closed. But yeah, so there's actually like and like it's just I haven't been to a new theme park that has been really good in a long time, and I've heard amazing things about Kentucky Kingdom. So actually, oh, I need to actually, because my face cam is in the way, I'll probably have to click out of this. Yeah, and the tickets are not too bad. Like and online tickets specifically. Yeah, so daily tickets starting at $30, which is really good deal. And it has admission for the water park and the theme park, which that's really cool actually. Like normally you don't really get like the theme park and the water park in one admission. Usually you have to pay separate, or from my experience. Like yeah, so this is starting at $29.99, and actually the max is $49.99, but that's still really good. So actually, hypothetically, let's see, one ticket. Oh, actually, let's select day and time. So this is actually going to be happening right before my birthday. And my birthday's in the next month or so. So we're planning to go on the 14th. And this is like, I mean, it's actually on some of the higher prices on here, but still not bad for a theme park ticket. And like especially because they have, it's not like the most like quantity of coasters. Actually, let me go back on that. Um, it's not the most quantity of coasters, but there's some coasters I'm thinking about riding. Or, dang it, I can't. It kind of sucks. I can't. Oh, I can do it right here. Because like yeah, my face cam, the cursor goes over, so I have to move it every time. But yeah, so there's actually some decent attractions on here, like also flat rides. Now I want to see what I don't remember what coasters on here actually. Yeah, there's a couple good ones. I have heard of good ones. There's Kentucky Flyer, which I believe that is a family coaster, and I actually saw a little bit of POV from it, and it looks like the higher end of family coasters. So I want to ride that. And Lightning Run, I've heard really good things about that, or that one in particular. But yeah, so Lightning Run, I want to on that one. I want to go on every one if I can. Oh, I just realized Lightning Run and Thunder Run are different. They have run at the end. Storm Chaser, yeah, it seems like, yeah, it's just like, I mean, it might not be like the most quantity of coasters, but it looks pretty good quality. So that's kind of like Sodor City. Yeah, the coasters, there's not very many, but it's so many good ones. I still stand by the fact that there's not a single bad coaster at Sodor City. Like, and that's why I love Sodor City so much, is because, like, there's not a bad coaster. Now, you could technically say the family coaster at, the Grand Exposition area is kind of terrible, but that's for little kids. So, I want to get the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, so I feel like, yeah, this theme park I really am excited to go to. I want to do a video here. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen, but like I just love doing videos about theme parks, and I really haven't done a theme park video in a while that, like, in terms of like going to somewhere. I mean, I did one in Sodor City 3, but it's something I've already done before. Like with like a theme park that has like actual footage of, yeah, the last time I've done a theme park video that has actual footage of me filming it is Elitch Gardens, and that park sucks. But like, yeah, it's just like I want to do a full vlog there, maybe saying like I went to Kentucky Kingdom or something. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do anything else or film anything else in Kentucky at that time, but I will tell you guys if anything changes. But yeah, so I don't know how long this video is. It's probably insanely long. How long is it? Oh man, oh well, it's the same amount of time it was last time. But yeah, so that's just pretty much updates. Thank you guys so much for your support recently. So yeah, videos are kind of going to be rolled out more often. So yeah, see you guys later.